So now in this video, we're going to look at the basic property of the photodiode. So it's used a lot like a light-dependent resistor in circuits. It tends to conduct better as it gets brighter and not as well when it gets darker. But the photodiode does not work on resistance. It actually sets a certain amount of current based how much light is falling on it. Whereas a light-dependent resistor, if you raise the supply voltage, more current is going to flow through. So of course there's limitations. We don't want to overheat the component. So we're going to put a series resistor to help protect it right there. But this resistor won't set the current unless the voltage is too low. As long as we got enough voltage, it should be whatever light is falling on the light dependent resistor will set the current. So now we will do the simple test. We got about 5 volts at the power supply there, and the photodiode, I'm going to need the flashlight there to really kind of get the current up. But there we go. I'm going to try to hold this steady at about 5 milliamps of current. 6 now. It may drift a little bit, but there you can see we doubled the voltage. Current basically stayed the same, and we tripled, quadrupled the voltage, and still the current stays the same right there. So now I replaced the photodiode with a light dependent resistor, and we got current limited to 20 milliamps, so we should protect things pretty well. But there you can see, as I raise the voltage, based on this light level right here, we are getting more current because the resistance is being maintained by the light level right there, not how much current is flowing through. So that is the difference between the photodiode and the photoresistor. So now for more accuracy and to be able to do this at lower light level, we're going to use the multimeter right here. So again, we put the photodiode reverse bias to measure current with the meter instead of just seeing what the current the power supply says is being provided. This will also be more accurate. We need to open the circuit. There we have a gap between the resistor there and the negative supply. We are going to grab the probe, and I'm not going to hold the probes in place. I'm going to clip these alligator clips to them and put that to the negative supply right there. So, you know, not exciting stuff, but it's important you understand what I'm doing. And now we bridge the gap right there. We're going to start with milliamps of current. I got to make sure nothing's obstructing the light. But we're going to start with milliamps of current. I don't have to move the probe for anything but high currents. It's anything above about 0.6 amps. So we got about 1.11 milliamps of current. This is going to be more accurate than the power supply. But we do still have to raise the power supply voltage. Let's see how well it does. I have not tested this out in a long time. But there you can see, you know, it's moving up like a little bit, probably as it heats up. But we just doubled the voltage. We just tripled the voltage. I should be able to, since it's 1 milliamp of current there, go up to like 30 volts right there. And it's holding pretty much the same, even though the power supply is not showing any current. This is not as accurate as a multimeter. Be aware of that, but it does give you a good approximation of things. Now we're going to lower this. Now I wouldn't go this high in voltage if we had higher current going. Not sure where we would hit the wattage limits. But in any case, let's go back. And when we use the light dependent resistor again, it's going to set a different current at this light level. But the main thing is that it's resistance based right there. So the current going through that light dependent resistor depends a lot. I'm going to dim this actually so that I can go up higher in voltage. It's going to depend a lot on the voltage across the light dependent resistor. It's not going to be a fixed current. So there we go. You can see, boom, it went up quite a bit right there. Let's go back to 5. So 3.4. So if we double the voltage, I'm expecting we'll have about 7 milliamps of current approximately if we go to 10 volts. And there we go, shy of 7. And yeah, we can go up another 5 volts. That should be just fine. And there we go, about 10 milliamps of current. That's not too much, even at 15 volts, I don't think. But I think this is probably kind of getting close to the wattage limits of these two components right there. So, any case, the resistors also help in take away some of the voltage and stuff. But there you can see the resistor current's going to go up as the voltage goes up. Light dependent resistor, you know, current changes a little bit. It's not exactly the same. I don't know where I stuck it. There we go. But it mostly sets the current. It's much more of a current source than a resistor. Right there. Light level based. It would be a current source if you're providing current something to something else. It's regulating that current you consider it to be the current source. Of course, the power supply is providing all the power. But we have the meter set to measure current. That is not the setting you want to leave it on for long periods of time. You might try to measure a voltage. That's perfectly fine if it's set to the voltage setting. If you try to measure current, you know, you're not going to get a good reading, but it's not going to damage the meter if it's on voltage. And if it has an off setting, set it to off right there. So, you know, protect your meter. If you try to measure unlimited current, there's not like circuitry limiting the current. When you have it at a current setting, there's fuses in here. You can blow them, and then you got to replace the fuse. It's not fun, you know, not too terrible. But in case, it's best just to get it off of measuring current until you're actually going to measure current. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out one of the other videos I posted on the screen, and check out the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.